Sitting on the front porch in the early morning breeze. Sitting on our front porch, just an old friend and me. Drink a little coffee, read all the local news, talk a little gossip every now and then. Smell that ham cooking in the kitchen, a brand new sunrise in the sky. Sitting on a front porch, minding all your business. What a way to make the day go by.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good President's Day morning to you. Welcome to the Front Porch. My name's Kenny Dean, along with Scott Blake, Ryan Fuller, and yes, there's a lot of places closed today, but there was a lot of traffic on the road this morning.
As I was going real fast to come over here, I didn't see much. But
Why'd you go so fast? You running late?
Getting over here. It's living half a mile from here is a plus.
Oh man. Tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. Hey, hope y'all had a good weekend. It was a wet Sunday, but, other than that, I had a big old fishing tournament. In fact, our guest today, of all times, the show, I was telling Ryan a while ago, most time the show stays booked out a month in advance. But I got to looking, didn't have anybody for Monday, but it worked out really nice. The professor will be with us this morning. Michael Freeman will recap the tournament this weekend. So looking forward to him being on. It was unbelievable what it did for our area. And I don't think we're gonna know what that's all about until down the road, until we start seeing it coming back in. People knowing about the Alexander City and the surrounding area. But congratulations to Fisher Anaya, a 20-year-old, his second tournament. Got him $100,000 in the bank and and there's no telling what he gets from that. That's what I'm looking forward to Michael Freeman talking about. What endorsements, all these other things that come along.
And what tournaments he gets in automatically all that. It's kind of like golf, I guess. But it's pretty cool. I wonder how many, and we can ask him this, I wonder how many fish of those folks in that tournament was their first time to fish Lake Martin. I don't know.
That's a good question. I was just telling you, I watched fishing yesterday morning. I ain't never watched fishing before, but it was about Lake Martin. It was about this area, Lake Martin Tourism, Tallapoosa County Tourism got some shout outs from. They liked the way it was handled here, right. So that's a big plus to the crew there.
When you were watching it, did you go like, "Hey, I know that island"? Hey, I've been there before.
I was trying because I don't get out on the lake much, so I didn't really know. Okay. They fished around a lot of houses though.
Piers and stuff.
Well, you can't help but.
Yeah. They'll come up to the lake place down there where we are a lot of times, and I'll go, "Y'all got to catch it? Oh man, it's a good spot right here. We come here all the time."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But it was a big weekend. Valentine's weekend. I was a big spender on Valentine's. I went to the Dairy Cream, got Ellen and I a corn dog. You know what?
That sounds good.
I ain't had a corn dog, and just a simple old corn dog, and it was something that she could eat. And I had to get me a chocolate milkshake too, but I've not had a corn dog in years. I don't know how many.
Can't beat a good corn dog.
You're right.
Mix it up in ketchup, mustard.
That's just yep. So you had one. Hey, Joyce Riley, if you're up this morning, happy birthday to you. Take the day off with double pay.
Yesterday was my little sister's birthday.
Okay.
She turned. I'm just going to tell you. She turned 55. I can't drive 55. I can't believe that means I'm old. If my little sister is 55.
You get older coming up this weekend. So.
Yeah, I know. But yesterday was her birthday.
We're gonna have Brian Bice out here tomorrow.
That's my little cousin.
So we're gonna get the whole family.
Yeah.
In fact, it's my fault for not asking Brian out here for a while, because I always enjoy. They have their sons on the ski team, right at Auburn. Yeah. Golly, it just goes right on down the line. Reverend Ben Hayes, I know I called him. I'm now starting to second guess. I left here Thursday. I was just telling, I've been in the bed since Friday. I went and tested negative for flu and COVID, but I had I had the coronavirus, and I called Jennifer, the nurse practitioner. I said, "Do I have COVID?" She said, "No, it's a cold." That's all it is. I've been taking antibiotics since Friday, but
my mom's had it all weekend.
Yeah,
she sounded like Large Marge that smoked 3 packs of cigarettes. I don't feel that bad. I was like, you sound bad.
I never got that. Thursday was the worst part of it because I was out here trying to do a show, and my nose was running, and that's just not not good. That's terrible. But anyhow, I've tried to take it easy all weekend, and I got to thinking, Ellen's been in the bed a lot for a year. I don't see that. That's just
depressing.
It just wear you out.
Yes. Yes.
But I didn't exercise Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I've not missed doing that in years. But I just wanted to, stay ahead of the game. Got some antibiotics and knocking it out. But I'm gonna go ahead and do the thought for the day because I'll double check with Ben. I may have just thought I contacted him. But we'll double check. Let's see where the heart lies this morning. I tell you where it lies. It lies with the Riddle family. Brian and his wife and the boys, the transplant that took place and what they're having to go through. My heart and our prayers go to you guys. I can't imagine. I mean, we briefly talked about it the other day, Scott. Our children, our grandchildren, great-grandchild now, are healthy. But I think about somebody like that, what they go through, what they're going to go through. They know that their family, the prayers are wrapped around them, and they're going to need them. Mm-hmm. Not just today, not just tomorrow, but for months to come, because it's going to be a while before he can even get out of an apartment. And I guess I go back to our COVID days where we couldn't see our loved ones other than through a door. I mean, that's no way to live, but it's going to be the way they have to live for a while. Mm-hmm. So our thought for the day goes to the Riddle family. We're thinking about y'all, and if y'all need us for anything, as far as the reports I've seen, it went well. Mm-hmm. But it's just going to be a time for the transplant, for the blood, for the platelets and all that to mix right. So the bone marrow. So we'll continue to keep them in our prayers. So there's our thought for the day for the Riddle family up in Birmingham. Let's talk about the weather right now, because we're starting out at 52 degrees. Pretty nice out there. It's still pretty wet, and still a few puddles in the area. It's going up to 68 degrees today. Tonight, another pleasant night, a little bit cooler, clear, and 44. The rest of the week is looking like this: 72 and 54 tomorrow. Wednesday, 72 and 60. Thursday, 77 and 65. Now, there's a slight chance of rain Wednesday and Thursday. Bigger chances of rain coming into the weekend, Friday and Saturday, as we'll be in the low to mid 70s Friday and Saturday, 60 for a low Friday, and 50 for a low Saturday. So there's a pretty warm week for you in February. But you can bet your sweet bippy we're going to still get some cold weather. It ain't over yet. Alex City Marine said we got a 2026 Landau Island Breeze with a 200 Suzuki. Beautiful. It's a new color this year. And I like it. It's kind of a greenish color. I really like this color. Go check it out at Alex City Marine, Highway 280 in the Gap. And you want to look your best when you head down there? Well, Town & Country, you can drop off your clothes at Town & Country Cleaners. They are located on Cherokee Road. And they've been there for a while. They're open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Go by and see the girls today.
At Beyond Home Care, we provide in-home care services to individuals needing assistance with activities in their daily lives. We work with each client to provide personalized home care and sitter services. Whether it's assistance with bathing and personal care or an escort to a doctor's appointment, each client receives the individual care they need with the dignity and respect they deserve. Give us a call today at 256-414-6090 or visit us online at beyondhomecareal.com.
Corey's Furniture Express, your expressway to savings. Come on, get on board. Corey's Furniture saves you more. We try harder in every way, so drive a little and save today. Corey's Furniture Express, your expressway to savings.
Tiny Homes by Wind Creek now renting Sleepy 4, full kitchen, private fishing pond, boat charging station, and pet friendly. Call today, 256-935-9337 or tinyhomesbywindcreek.com. Located in beautiful small town USA, Alexander City, Alabama, on Highway 63 South, turning into Wind Creek State Park, and there they sit, ready for you to sit on their front porch. Russell Medical Total Fitness is ready. Are you? Do you have arthritis? They can help. Pilates are for everyone. Ask them about the Silver Sneakers program. Get moving in a class now, or if you prefer, personal training on land and water are available. They have invested in new equipment for you. Invest in yourself with a dedicated and knowledgeable staff. Call today, 256-329-7623.
The Alex City Parks and Rec Department serves the residents of Alexander City with quality facilities and programs designed to positively affect the lives of our citizens. From youth sports programs to adult activities and our senior center, the Alex City Parks and Rec offers services for all ages. The Cooper Rec Center, Lake Winds Golf Course, and the Senior Activity Center are just some of the great features the Alex City Parks and Rec Department provides for the people of Alex City. For more information on any of our programs, call 256-329-5762. or go to acpr.recdesk.com.
A1 Lock and Key Service. Owner Bernie Atkinson asks you to keep his number, 256-329-2539, on you at all times. Bernie has a complete locksmith service for auto, business, and residence. He is licensed, bonded, and insured with over 39 years experience. Services include sales, installation, and a 24-hour emergency service. That's what service is all about. 256-329-2539.
First want to apologize to each and every one of you. We started out our Monday in disarray, and we didn't have our sip for the day. So let's all do that right now, if you don't mind. That sap-sucking sip of the day is on y'all. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Well, I tell you what, you watch cartoons on Saturday morning?
No, but I like them. I used to watch them all the time. Which one did you watch?
Looney Tunes, Bugs Bunny, yes. And Foghorn and Leghorn. I love when he goes over there. That poor dog just laying there in his doghouse. He picks him up by the tail and just takes
wears him out.
And just wears that rear end out, but the dog always gets him back.
But then the dog starts chasing him, then forgets he's got a rope on his neck.
Oh, Lord have mercy. I just, that's how I got my day started. Hey, I'm looking at a check right now. Went to the Lake Martin Resource Association for $3,280 from the Polar Plunge. So congratulations to everybody that plunged and donated. That's a good thing right there.
It is, and I wasn't there Thursday for our Kiwanis Club meeting. I had to go somewhere else, but we presented a check from the Pancake Day to the LC School Foundation for $13,000.
Wow.
From the pancake sales that morning.
Congratulations.
And we had a good turnout for that, and I'm sure that'll be posted somewhere for all to see.
Well, that is just, I mean, it's, I know Davil has their Kiwanis Club pancake this coming Saturday at the high school. In fact, I'll get to that announcement in just a little bit, but it's just people like to get something in return. But when you're getting some good food in return for your dollar, it's an easier sale.
Right. Oh, for sure.
Today is throwaway day, so let's. Where is it today, there, buddy?
Today, Union Community Center, Double Bridges Road on Highway 63. That's today and tomorrow. The 18th and 19th is Young's Ferry, the Mullican intersection, and then the Hackneville Community Center. And then this weekend, February 20th through the 22nd, is at the Alex City Annex on 395 Lee Street. And that, when I went last year, I was like, I didn't see it. It's down by the old Russell Scout Hut.
Right
so
behind it.
You got to go just go down that side road, and you'll go right to it. You'll see the two big bends down there.
You can go in from the annex side too. There's a little road that goes right
off Elkachi Street, or you can go right there off of Lee.
Yeah.
And turn if you're
go through the parking lot.
Right.
And go. So so that'll be this weekend. So take advantage of that. And if you see one of the commissioners, Commissioner T.C. Coley, Steve Robinson, John McKelvey, Imogene Thweet, or George Carlton Jr., thank them. They do it quarterly. It's a costly thing for them. Also, speaking of cost, it's National Heart Month at Lake Martin Community Hospital, and they are proud to have discounted on calcium scores and cardiac health profiles. So take advantage of that this month. And anytime they have this, take advantage of it.
It's good stuff.
Tomorrow, Mardi Gras, Fat Tuesday going on. That will be going on. They're going to have king cake and beads. Ellen was trying to find a king cake yesterday. She couldn't find one anywhere. She called around different bakeries, and most folks didn't know what a king cake was.
Not around here.
So I called Sareth over at Daylight Donuts or Sons.
Mm-hmm.
I said, Sareth, you got any king cakes? No, got donuts. I love you, Sareth.
They can put a little baby in a donut.
Food truck, they have Mardi Gras Fat Tuesday. They have food truck, moon pies at Lake Martin. Martin's on Lake Martin tomorrow. Photo booth is going to be a big
Well, they had a
thing.
crowd Saturday night down there. I didn't get to. I didn't get to go.
We're talking about Velcro
Pygmies.
And they just had it packed in there. And they've been around for.
Oh yeah.
They're an
80s tribute band, and they got the hair and the, sleeveless shirts and the.
They're still rocking and rolling.
Yeah, they're still getting after it, kicking the legs like David Lee Roth with the big high kicks and.
You better enjoy it while you can, boys. I can just go ahead and tell you that. This Thursday, the 19th, there's no place like home. The 115th annual meeting of the Alexander City Chamber of Commerce. So get signed up for that right now.
I've been to a bunch of those, 115 years of it. I've not been there the whole time.
I ain't been to that many.
No, but looks like Iceberg's having a homecoming Saturday the 21st. Iceberg Slim's homecoming at the Hangout. Looks like a fun time this weekend. Y'all go see Mr. Iceberg Slim.
Hey, speaking of Fat Tuesday, which will be tomorrow, they'll be having pancakes from 5 to 7, and that's p.m. 5 to 7 at Duncan Memorial Methodist Church right down the road, 5 to 7. Pancakes tomorrow for Fat Tuesday. Hey, don't forget about tomorrow also. It's Tuesday. It's line dancing time down at Martin's on Lake Martin, so get signed up.
How many times you say Martin a week? I mean, that's pretty cool. Martin's
you're right.
on Lake Martin.
Well, it's just they got so much going on down there. And, you know, it's got such a good name for itself too. Not that Colonel Tom's didn't, but this is just a different place now.
Oh, yeah.
It's a true it's a true sports bar.
A sports bar. I mean, bar is yeah, they have a bar there. Actually, have 2 bars in there, but that's not. That's not why people go there. I mean, that's not the main reason to go there.
You're exactly right.
They've always got events going on there, something fun to do, and you don't have to drink. Yeah, you don't have to. I mean, you don't have to drink.
They're not promoting. In fact, they're not even promoting.
No, they don't have.
Come on in and eat, watch a ball game.
Right.
You got, they got 25 TVs in there, and then when they have a band in there. In fact, this week, when does it start? The Lake Martin Collegiate starts. It'll start at Martin's Friday. All the golden tickets have been given out. Do you know how many is going to be in it?
We had 116 last I heard.
116. Thank you, Ryan's giving me an update on that. 116. So a lot of times those 116 they won't all show up. So bingo this week. John Freeman's let me know on Thursday night at Elks Lodge. So there's a lot always going on around here, and we're just one little small part of announcements. Other social media does it big time. So.
Oh yeah, Friday night. You have Martin's Miss Vivian's place down there, but I was at the Mitchell House Friday night for the fur ball. We cooked down there for that.
Did you cook?
I cooked, okay. Yes. And they had a band, Charlie C. and the Cosmatics, and they're good. And they sold a lot of silent auction items, and people, ladies came in their, nice gown dresses, and guys were dressed up, and I had on an apron. No, I wouldn't. Well, I wasn't too dressed up.
That was your regular.
Yeah, that's my look. But anyways, they had a great turnout, had a good time, and dancing, and so they had a great turnout for that. I'm sure they'll do it again next year. Great cause, and raise money for the animal rescue down that way, and it was a good night.
Second year, right?
It's the second year they've had it, yeah.
Hey, Martin's, a bullseye Wednesday electronic dart tournament. Those things have come a long way from just your regular old darts. I mean, a board. Did you ever have one growing up?
Yeah, we had Velcro darts, and we had. But you ever watch the guys like on ESPN and Sports Channel? They'll have the competition.
Yeah.
Those guys can stick it in whatever little spot they want, and it's amazing. It's kind of like watching the cornhole guys,
Yeah.
They don't miss. They know how to go around behind it and come in, and knock you off and all that. And speaking of that, curling was on last night, the Olympics. You ever watch curling?
No. No, I'm not an Olympics person.
But we haven't watched much of these, but the curling and the downhill, the bobsled stuff is fun to watch. But the curling, they're on that ice and they push that, I don't know what you call that thing, the big old disc. And
disc.
Then they take the little brush and they're brushing it like that, and they're hollering. These 3 Chinese ladies, I thought they were mad at each other. They just hollering the entire time, But they knocked the USA off the board.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, they didn't.
Who's leading the?
I'm not sure. And the downhill, the bobsled, single bobsled last night, USA was like 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place, and they were in. I didn't. They cut away and go to something else, and then I don't watch something else.
Yeah, so I don't watch. I don't watch any of it. Hey, you want to go to a play that Patrick McDonald is directing up in Sylacauga? It will start this week. In fact, it'll start the 19th, 20th, 21st, 27th, and then at the 28th. Anastasia will be. In fact, Patrick was out here this past Friday on our pre-record talking about that. So that's going to be another big event. Pancake breakfast. This one's over in Dadeville now. This is Kiwanis. All you can eat. 7 to 11, Daywell Elementary Cafeteria, $8 per ticket. Credit cards are accepted. Did y'all do that? Accept credit cards or with y'all's?
I think we did.
Okay,
I think we did, yeah.
So many people going that way these days.
Oh,
hey,
go ahead.
We'll be right back. The Salvation Army is located at 6800 US 280 here in Alexander City. The Salvation Army is needing your pots and pans. The Salvation Army is needing your glassware, your furniture. Good stuff now. I ain't talking about junk. They don't need your junk. They're looking at stuff that they can turn around and resell, and you get a receipt for your taxes. That's the Salvation Army, 6800 US 280.
Central Alabama. This is our home. It's where we work, where we play, where we raise our families and grow old. And in the unfortunate event we become sick with cancer, thanks to UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center, this is where we heal also. We have invested in new technologies and expertise so that now we're able to treat all sorts of cancers, and you never have to leave Tallapoosa County. UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center. Compassionate, convenient, collaborative cancer care right here at home.
Sometimes we want to be Old MacDonald and have a farm, but an oink oink here and a quack quack there ends up costing a lot of everywhere. Old MacDonald knew that Pop's 49 Feed and Seed in Dadeville was the best place to save here, there, and everywhere. Just a short drive from Alex City and new site. Pop's 49 Feed and Seed is on Highway 49 North in Dadeville. 256-825-8812. That's 256-825-8812.
Farmers and Merchants Bank of Dadeville is building a foundation of strength and trust in the entire Lake Martin community. With our modern branch in Dadeville and caring, attentive staff, we've established Farmers and Merchants Bank as a reliable friend to your banking needs. Whether it's just a savings or checking account or any commercial, auto, or real estate loan, Farmers has local decision-making to build a relationship with you and your needs. Farmers and Merchants Community Bank. Strength, service, community.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
We are a debt relief agency. We help people file Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 under the Bankruptcy Code.
This is Marcia Mason, your local Lake Martin bankruptcy and Social Security disability attorney. Mason Law Firm is located at 217 Madison Street in Alexander City. Call 256-329-1313 to schedule your appointment today. All initial consultations are free and strictly confidential.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
A fresh start begins at home. This new year, Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air is bringing comfort your way with maintenance inspections starting at just $29 and installations as low as $50 a month. Start the year right with Dixie. A fresh start begins at home. This new year, Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air is bringing comfort your way with maintenance inspections starting at just $29 and installations as low as $50 a month. Start the year right with Dixie.
Craving pizza done right? Come to Lake Martin Pizza, where flavor meets the lake, with 2 locations, 63 South in Alexander City and Highway 49 South in Dadeville. Grab a 14 or 18-inch specialty pizza or build your own masterpiece. Go half and half your way. In a hurry, stop in for our lunch specials. Hot, fresh pizza by the slice, served daily. We've got more than just pizza. Try our fresh salads, cheesy breadsticks, garlic knots, and sweet cinnamon twists. Lake days, game nights, or family dinners. Lake Martin Pizza hits the spot every time.
Enoch's Hardware, Bait and Tackle. You know, I was noticing the other day, Christopher has just about anything for getting out in the yard, for getting out in your house, maybe some plumbing. But it's when I say a fully stocked hardware, is it the biggest one in Coosa County or Tallapoosa County? No, but it is got so much that's available for you and your family. That's Enoch's Hardware, Jackson Street, downtown Rockford, right behind the courthouse. I ain't joking either. Come on back in here and join us. Hey, the Southern, or I say Auburn has teamed up with the Tallapoosa County Extension Agency the 20th of February, which will be this coming Friday. Homegrown fruits. This is a seminar of fruit selection, planting, training, and pruning. It's very important if you're into that. It's going to cost you $10, but it's going to be well worth it. It will be from 9 to 12 at the Tallapoosa County Extension Auditorium in Dadeville.
Jim Hardy's watching us this morning.
Wait, say Jim.
Chris Caldwell and Miss Peggy Bullard. She says, "Good morning, Blake and Kenny." She that is my last name, yep. Miss Peggy. Jim Hardy. Speaking of Jim Hardy, I hope he didn't mind me saying this.
He doesn't.
He spoke at church yesterday.
Oh, really?
It was kind of
a good speaker.
Kind of a question and answer.
About Outdoor Friends Forever.
Steve King had, he's doing his sermon, and during the middle of the sermon, it was planned, calls Jim out, and they talked about struggles, life struggles, going through what he's gone through. And, their church was packed, but a lot of folks, you don't know everybody that goes to church, and a lot of folks didn't know who he was or who he is. And he did a great job, and people received him very well yesterday. He's a great young man, and
excuse me,
comes from good stock, good old Ray community, Coosa County. Young man from down there, and does a great job with the Outdoor Friends Forever and all that.
He does.
And
giving back.
It was good to get to hear him speak yesterday at church. You're talking about credit cards at the pancake thing. I went out to the Supercenter, the Walmart Supercenter, Saturday to get something. I forgot when I was there, but the Girl Scouts were out there selling cookies.
What kind did you get?
Dozy Does and what are the ones that are covered in chocolate with peanut butter in the middle of it with the cookies?
Good ones.
They're all good, yeah. It's like crack cocaine. Once you start eating the box, it's just like that sleeve of Dozy Does didn't last long at all. It's gone. I didn't open the other sleeve up because if I open it, it's gone. If I keep it sealed,
excuse me,
they'll be there for another day or so. But anyways, we're talking about the credit card. I'm walking out and I'm like, oh, how do you say no to these three little girls there with their mamas? And I said, look, I don't have any cash. Oh, it's okay. We take Venmo or we'll take your credit card.
Then they got you.
Then I'm like,
okay. Okay.
So I didn't use my card because she couldn't get it to work right on her phone. So I Venmo'd her $12.
I think about young folks that do that. That is just such great experience, dealing with old John Q. Public.
Oh, yeah.
You got to start dealing with it sooner or later. I was somewhere the other day, and I was waiting in line, and the young lady was given $10, and she was looking. She had to get on her calculator
to get the
change. I'm like, bless your sweet heart. Elks Lodge having another event next month, Saturday, March 7th, Silvertone Band. Now, this is a membership only, includes dinner. So get signed up for that next month. This coming Sunday, it's the 7th Annual Lake Martin Wedding and Event Expo at the Mitchell House. It'll be Sunday afternoon from 1 to 3. It's $10 general admission. So if you're having an event this year, if you're having especially a wedding this year, and you're trying to get it all put together, everybody, all the vendors will be there to help you put that on. This is a fundraiser for the Lake Martin Area United Way. It's hard to say that this is the 7th annual.
It's been going on for a while. good stuff. I wish I could go, but I can't that day. But it's a great event to go down there too. Steve Ladd will be at New Providence Baptist Church Sunday, March 1st at 11 a.m. It's going to be the morning worship service. That's be a good time to go. Here's some good old gospel music, and we say this all the time, but New Providence Baptist Church, they bring in some folks down there.
They really do. They've been doing it. They've been doing it for a while. Chamber After Hours, Wharf Casual Seafood, 5 to 7 coming Tuesday. It'll be Tuesday week. Again, this is a great way to meet and greet a bunch of folks. So, Noel Griggs, good morning to you and the staff there.
You can go to that Tuesday afternoon, and then if you don't have your tickets for the Elvis band that's coming here on Tuesday, the 24th for the LC Arts, they're going to be out. He's going to be over at the Mill 280. We're going to have a dinner over there. It's $100 per ticket. You're going to have it's a great time. LC Arts is putting this on, the ultimate Elvis, and it's not just one guy singing Elvis songs. It's the whole band. Backup singers, everything.
You never saw Elvis in concert, did you?
No.
Okay.
No. My aunt did, and he kissed her on the cheek, and I don't think she washed her face for a few weeks or something, you know.
It's just amazing what the man upstairs gave, the talent he gave one man, but he took full advantage of it. Mm-hmm. I mean, he didn't waste any of it. He was an entertainer.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he just, in today's world, you've got monitors. If you're in a band, you've got monitors out there that will help you
with the words.
Well, not just with the sound, but with the words.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I guess I went to Franklin, Tennessee, to a Golden Voice concert, and there was just all these classic country artists, and Charlie Pride, Jenny Pruitt was putting it on. Charlie Pride was supposed to be there, and he had like a brain tumor, so of course he didn't make it. But right over the hill, she knew this old boy named George Jones. We came over, but of all he stopped loving her today. And I'm down the next stage, and the words were right there for him. I'm thinking,
well, you think about it, it's hard. I do funerals and stuff, and you get up there and sing, and you get lost thinking about, and all of a sudden, what's the next word?
I was terrible at words.
Yes.
I loved being in the band with Mad Wind all those years, but I was terrible with the words.
I was watching Facebook on my phone too much. Obviously, kind of TV on, phone on. In West Hampton, he sings with the Gaither Vocal Band. He's from the Birmingham area. And he went live on Facebook. They were down in Panama City last night. They were going to perform at some mega church down there in Panama City. And he was walking around going, hey, I'm doing a sound check. And he went up on stage, and that guy's over there tuning up the instruments, doing all that kind of stuff. And he looked down, and there was a TV monitor about the size of the one we have in here. It had the words on it. There was one there, there's one over there, one over there. And he says, everybody thinks we know all the words by heart. And we mainly do. Yeah. But you still got to have them. And we use them at church. Everybody uses them. If you watch the Grammys or the Country Music Awards, if you could see what was on the floor, you can see words. It's just your brain can't memorize so much at one time.
But I don't think Elvis ever used.
I don't think so. I mean,
he had a lot of wordy songs.
Yeah, I guess like if you went to see Leonard Skinner, they're gonna play the same 23 songs every night, and they got them down. But if you go and you change up stuff, and our Christmas concert, we have to use them. We have a big TV there. We have words out there because I don't know, maybe because we're getting older, it's hard to memorize stuff.
I remember the first time that I saw Elvis do "My Way," a Frank Sinatra song. He did it with a sheet. The first time he had ever sang it. Sang the heck out of it, which again is a wordy song. Oh yeah, beautiful song, song, but it was wordy. Hey, Elks, bingo this Thursday. Here's another. Now this team, Auburn and the Tallapoosa County Extension Agency are teaming up, and I would really say this is for the people who make a living doing this. Pesticide control operators training. February the 24th will be 8 to 1:30, $25. I think that's a big-time bargain for you pesticide folks that do this for a living. It will be at Central Alabama Community College, 8 a.m. to 1:30. Lunch is provided. You got pesticide safety, managing indoor pests, household animal control, pesticide application. So it's one of those must things. You can always call the extension agent 825-1050 for more information. But I think that's a good thing to get involved in. There's a lot of guys that's been doing that for a long time, making a living out of it. So I would think they would be trying to catch up on that. Again, Michael Freeman will be our guest today at 7. The professor talk about the tournament that went on this weekend. So I got a lot of questions, and he ain't even got here yet. We'll be to ask him. We'll be right back. Porch Auto Sales, Highway 280 in Kellyton, Alabama. They said, come on in here and check out, see what we have to offer. Of course, they have used automobiles, SUVs, trucks, Jeeps, and they service what they sell. They service what they don't sell at Porch Auto Sales, Highway 280 in Kellyton, Alabama.
Looking for reliable medical equipment close to home? Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical in Sylacauga has you covered with oxygen, CPAPs and BPAPs, continuous glucose monitors, wound care, and airway therapy. Need mobility support? We offer braces, lift chairs, and both manual and motorized wheelchairs available for rent or purchase. We'll even show you how to use your equipment, and yes, we accept most insurances. Serving the Sylacauga area for over 20 years, that's Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical, 201 West Fort Williams. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. Call 256-245-1411 today.
For years, Tom Watley's been a name you can trust to represent you, and now you can depend on Tom Watley Law, LLC to handle all of your legal needs. Tom has over 20 years of practice in criminal defense, probate needs, and estate planning. Tom Watley Law supports the communities of Lee and Tallapoosa County and can handle all your legal needs or refer you to their network of specialty attorneys. When it counts, call Tom Watley Law, LLC at 334-559-3420 or online at tomwatleylaw.org. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
Jim's Pharmacy at the Lake, located on Highway 49 South in Dayville, home-owned and operated by Jim Clanton, has an experienced staff that is all about your wellness, offering the convenient packaging, help keep your medicines organized. Jim's Pharmacy also has a great gift selection like pecans, socks, lake t-shirts, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 6, 9 to 2 on Saturday. Give us a call at 256-373-3449.
Bucks Island, the nation's premier Skeeter, Falcon, Bass Cat, and Icon dealer, joins our pros Scott Canterbury, Wes Logan, and John Cruz in kicking off the 2026 Bassmaster Elite Series season. Watch live on Bassmaster.com and join us February 21st for Fish Fest. Meet pros, learn fishing tips, and get great deals on tackle and boats. Bucks Island, 4500 Highway 77 in Southside, Alabama. Call 1-800-I'm-READY or visit us at bucksisland.com for details.
Triple R Cafe in downtown Rockford is where it's located. Now, you're looking at the outside right now. Come on the inside. Let's check out the hot bar. And let me tell you about this. Award-winning fried chicken. They do fried chicken like it's supposed to be done. How about this pork chop right here? They're open Monday through Saturday. They cater also. That's Triple R Cafe, downtown Rockford, Alabama.
Let's get serious. Let's get Arctic Air serious. You want your car and truck to live longer, don't you? Well, it's about maintenance. Same thing with Arctic Air. You see the number at the bottom of the screen? Call them right now. Let me tell you something. You want to be comfortable? We all want to be comfortable.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
And welcome back to the Front Porch on a Monday morning, President's Day. I know a lot of businesses will be closed. I hope Chick-fil-A's not closed because I was going to take Megadine and Genevieve and Ellen out for Valentine's Saturday morning, but being under the weather, so we go. All the Whaleys are going this morning, and hopefully Miss Dean's going to get to go with us to Chick-fil-A for a late Valentine's breakfast.
That'll be good. They got those chicken minis are good.
I'm a egg white grill and that yogurt or that parfait kind of guy. So that's what I'm gonna get this morning. Anyhow, hey, more pancakes. Now these are free. Free pancake breakfast to all veterans and family members and first responders. It will be the last day of this month of February 28th. From 8 to 9:30 at the American Legion Post 143. So put that on your things to do, veterans and family members and first responders. And thank you, American Legion Post 143, for doing that.
Another group is coming to New Providence Baptist Church this Friday, the 20th, 7 p.m. Deborah Perry and Jaden's Call, and they'll be there at 7 o'clock Friday night, the 20th at New Providence Baptist Church. They'll take a love offering to help with the expenses of that group coming. And I've heard this group on the radio before. They're very good. Mm-hmm. And I think she's from the Perry family, the famous gospel group, the Perrys.
Russell Forest Run, February the 28th. As we close out February, there's still a lot between now and the last day of the month. And you can, this is a 5K, this is a 10K. They give back to the school here. Again, this is a give back type thing. You can go to russellforestrun.com to sign up, russellforestrun.com to sign up. And a big thank you to all the sponsors. Those sponsors are the ones that make it happen.
Why do I think of Forrest Gump when I hear you say Forrest Run? Run, Forrest, run.
We're hoping, Ellen and I are hoping to go out to Utah to start and leave here October 2nd. That's our plan. We'll see how she's doing. But a part of it is going from southern Utah up through and then getting back into Montana and Idaho and all that. But there's when he was running, he had stopped and he said, I think I'll go home now.
I'm through running now.
I'm through. But I forget what part of Utah that's in, but I know it. Gotta go there.
That's when he had the long beard.
Oh,
and all
yeah,
that,
yeah.
And he had the group following, and they just like.
They didn't know why they were following him.
I know, and far out, man.
You mentioned that. I was just thinking of that statement. The late Don Thornell. Mm-hmm. Loved Don Thornell. Of course, he was in a band. He and his brother Freddie, Larry Stevens, the Rogues, and they were a good band. Mm-hmm. They were compare them to Day Park 5 type band in the 60s. But we were me and Will Dean, my son, and somebody else were at Show Enough Barbecue years ago. And here comes Don with his Alabama, all of his Alabama garb on, even his Alabama shoes on. Mm-hmm. And Will Dean knew it was coming, and he came in and said, "Far out, man." he knew he was going to say that.
That's what his saying.
And he left, and we got so tickled. But Don Thornell was he was a good guy. I miss Don. In fact, all those brothers, Randall, Freddie, miss all those boys. But they were all talented guys, a heck of a personality too. But knew it was coming. What's some things that, speaking of far out, what's some things, wordings that in your generation? Does anything come to mind?
I mean, the Brady Bunch era, groovy. Groovy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Groovy, coming from my high school years.
There was a lot of just sayings.
Yeah, I mean, just say no. That was Nancy Reagan. That was we made fun of that all the time.
She said that.
She did the
about drugs.
Yeah, and so we use it for everything. Just say no. And
you know what? She's right.
Oh, she was right.
Right.
But that was one of the sayings. Gosh,
what's peer pressure on young folks today?
Oh, it has to be awful.
But what is it? Clothes? Is it vehicles? I don't know. I don't know. Okay.
I know one thing. We were about drugs and stuff, and I mean, this new weed or whatever. Cindy and I were in the Auburn Mall parking lot one afternoon last week. Mm-hmm. We're parked in our car, and this truck pulls up beside us. We were sitting there. We were waiting on Weston to get out of class, so we had about 10 minutes. We used to listen to radio talking while we were waiting on him to tell us he was out of class. We're going to meet him. And oh my gosh, you could smell weed all day long. It's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
I hear you say that, and I hear other people say that, and I guess my smeller just don't ever.
Well, Cindy had never smelled it before until, I think, maybe, not like that. I said, she goes, oh my gosh. It was just coming in, and I had it on outside air. I put it on recycle.
A lot of kids, that's what they grow up in.
Yeah.
They get out of the school.
Yeah.
They get out at school, and it comes battling out. I don't understand that. I mean, I feel for so many, so many kids that, that's what they. That's what they grow up
at that point in time. That's not recreational. That's you're using it all the time.
That's abuse.
Right.
But you're right. Just say no. But are drugs? Is that something that the kids have drinking? Is that something that is pushed?
I would think so. I mean, that's always been. That was there when we were there. I mean,
Ms. Barbara Soper, you're right. Vaping.
Vaping. Yes.
Let me tell you something. Vaping is not good for you.
No, all those chemicals.
And I think that's one of the biggest issues that, especially the high school, has. Well, folks, we're going to take us a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk fishing for about an hour. Coons Corner Deli. This is what they got to eat over there today. Of course, they got, I never mentioned this, but they got salads and soups and breads and entrees and a little bit of everything at, of course, Coons Corner. But for lunch today, fried boneless chicken breast and gravy, chicken tenders, mashed potatoes and gravy, Brussels sprouts, butter beans good to my heart, corn, fried okra, and strawberry cobbler. That's going on at Coons Corner Deli today.
Planning for the future is one of the greatest gifts we can give our loved ones. At Langley Funeral Home and Radney Funeral Home, we are here to guide you with compassion, helping you make choices that bring peace of mind. Pre-planning means your wishes are honored and your family is free to focus on what truly matters, cherishing every memory. Because love, care, and dignity should last a lifetime. Langley Funeral Home and Radney Funeral Home, here for you, always.
Obituary is brought to you this morning by Radney and Langley Funeral Home. Graveside service for Miss Amanda B. Mann, 73 of Alexander City, will be Tuesday, February 17th at 2 p.m. at the Hillview Memorial Park. The family will receive friends on Tuesday, the 17th, from 12 p.m. to 1:30 at Radney Funeral Home. Funeral service for Miss Edith Spivey, 96, of Alexander City, will be today, February 16th, at 11 a.m. at the Chapel of Radney Funeral Home. Burial will follow in the Spivey Cemetery. The family will receive friends this morning from 9:30 to 11 at Radney Funeral Home. Memorial Mass for Mr. Thomas Clayton Crowell, 76, of Alexander City, will be Tuesday, February 17th at 2 p.m. at the St. John the Apostle Catholic Church. Burial will follow in the Hillview Memorial Park. The family will receive friends on Monday, today, the 16th, from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. at Radney Funeral Home. As always, our thoughts and prayers go out to all these families who have lost loved ones, and we'll be right back.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
The Sure Shot Outdoors is located on Highway 280 in Alexander City across from Chick-fil-A. Sporting goods store that always has a great selection of footwear, men's and ladies apparel, cookware for camping and home, firearms and shells year-round. Also, online store with financing is available. Owner Scott Watson invites you to come by today to see what the Sure Shot Outdoors has to offer you. Again, the Sure Shot, Highway 280, Alexander City.
What if you could find natural gas appliances, contractors, rebates, and financing all in one place? NaturalGasConnection.com, your one-stop shop for all your natural gas needs. Natural Gas Connection, we'll hook you up.
Experience the freedom of mobility with Arise, our safe and clean public transportation serving all of Tallapoosa County. Keep your independence and leave the driving to us. Our handicapped accessible vehicles provide affordable fares based on age and distance. A mobile community is a thriving community. Wherever you need to go, we'll take you there. Call 256-329-8444 to schedule your trip today. Arise, your ride to a better life.
Grace's Flowers on Hillaby Street has been a staple here for decades, taking care of our community families from prom time, wedding days, picking up a friend on a bad day, happy times, and sad times. Grace's is involved in our community with more than just beautiful flower arrangements, but also the love they put in them. Keep this number handy, 256-234-4238 for Grace's Flowers in Alexander City. Call 256-234-4238.
Whether it's Lake Martin, Lay Lake, or Logan Martin, boaters from all over the state of Alabama come to Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama, because it's worth the drive. With the best deals on unbeatable Suzuki outboards and a great pre-owned inventory while they last. Alex City Marine is the pros the locals know. And no matter where you're from, when you're here, you're local to us. Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama. AlexCityMarine.com.
About an hour ago, Theo airballed the game-winning shot. But with the Zaxby's sauce boss box, he's dunking all over these fools.
Welcome to Dunk City. I'm the mayor and the sheriff.
Who's got the sauce?
Zaxby's. A new year means new challenges for your land needs, and now is the best time to gear up at Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor on Highway 280 in Alexander City. Right now through spring, Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor has to clear all Mahindra 2024 and 2025 inventory with terms up to 84 months. We also have all implements to harvest and tame any land job. Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoors also has a huge selection of Spartan zero-turn mowers with 0 down and 0% interest up to 60 months on select models. Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor, Highway 280, Alexander City.
Anthony's Plumbing, Anthony Waldrop's from this area, and he deals with this area. He's dealt with you before in plumbing with sewage issues. It's a very easy number to remember, but keep this, just put it in your phone, put it on your refrigerator, but keep it handy. 256-596-1111, 596-1111. That's Mr. Anthony Waldrop. Hey, we missed a anniversary on Valentine's Day, a very important. I've been knowing Rhonda and Mac Porch for a few years. They were married 36 years this past Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's and happy anniversary to you. The professor's here, and let me tell you what, just sit back and get your rods and reels out and let's learn something about fishing. Michael Freeman out here with us today. So he got the memo. I don't know what computer you're looking at there.
I don't have the privilege of having one of these shirts, you know.
This is actually a historical piece. It's a few years old now. But,
well, you know, double XL is my size if you were to ever come across it.
This is a couple.
I might have a couple.
The Progressive Elite this weekend, a big tournament. I mean, first question, and I've thought about a lot of things I want to ask you. A lot of them going to be really dumb questions. But what did that tournament do for Lake Martin for years to come, months to come, economically, tourism?
The economic impact is immense. I mean, it's an event you're not having every year, so when it happens, you're going to notice it. They were here, obviously fishing 4 days, but they were here more than that. You know, they come in and practice earlier in the week. They've been coming off and on well before this.
Oh, okay,
you know,
didn't know that.
Yeah, if they had an opportunity, they were up here practicing months ago. So they would have to obviously get fuel. Some of these guys are not from Alabama, majority of them, so they're coming from all over. So it has a trickle up effect, and then the week of, you've got folks coming in and want to see the weigh-ins. You know, it's an event, not just the fishing itself.
It's a kid-friendly event.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, you know,
you
you got to promote tomorrow's anglers too. Yeah, I mean, a lot of these kids, you know, Fisher Anaya, who won the event, is not much older than that. You know, it all starts a lot of times coming to something like that. They get fired up. Of course, a lot of it, they see it on TV and social media now, but the in-person stuff is still, that's what hooks you.
But I was just, like I was saying earlier in the show, I watched fishing for the first time in my life, and because it was talking about our hometown, Lake Martin. They mentioned Lake Martin tourism. They really appreciated the job they did. And Sandra, you and the rest of the crew, I know you whip. In fact, they're back down there today to help them, you know, get, you know, to leave and, you know, get packed up. But there's a lot of work all day long for all weekend long. It goes into a tournament like this.
It's a production.
Yeah.
So you know, if you guys are used to it in different ways in your lives, and I know you still do a lot of stuff with churches and stuff. I mean, some productions are smaller than others, but they all take time. You know, you know, when we have an event over at Martin, we have a trailer, we set everything up. It takes several hours to get that stuff going, and then there's preparatory work that goes on you don't see. You know, there's a lot of work that goes on before and after.
Then when it's over, you got to break it all down.
Sometimes it's as much work afterwards as it is before.
Out of all those fishermen, how many of them were first-timers to Lake Martin?
Probably a lot of them. The elites haven't been here since 2018, so it had been a while. You know, 8 years. So when that happens, you got a lot of rookies. You got anglers that haven't been in the elites for very long, in a few years. So they probably, other than maybe stopping by at some point, or unless they're from Alabama or Georgia, somewhere close by, they're probably not coming to Lake Martin. So yeah, a lot of them is their first time. You know, we had anglers from Australia, Canada, Japan. You know, there's a lot from everywhere. It's an international thing. It's global.
Where's the young man that won? Where's he from?
Eva.
Yeah, he's from
Eva, Alabama.
Oh, he's from Alabama.
Yeah. So he actually.
His second tournament, I believe.
Yeah, it's his second term as an elite. He qualified last year. Actually fished, he and one of his buddies won one of our tournaments in January. There he is right there. He won the January tournament that we had at Lake Martin. Obviously, he used that as some practice. Brought one of his buddies with him. And so he's had a pretty good couple of months on Martin. He won, a pretty good check that day, too.
How do you get qualified? How do you get in the elite?
Boy, there's multiple ways.
Okay.
You can go through the Opens.
What's that?
Which is like AAA. I'm going to use baseball as an example because the major leagues is what was here this weekend.
Okay.
So the Opens are like AAA. It's an opportunity, and there's a certain number of them that can make it to qualify. They also have now the EQs, which are 4 events that they have regionally around the country that offer the opportunity for somebody to qualify that way. And then there's other ways that you can get in. The cool thing about bass is there's multiple opportunities. Let's say you win the state championship in Bass Nation, which is adults, and that can be college kids too, because we've had a few make their way through Auburn and other Montevallo and different colleges.
All right, let me stop you right there. Were there any college teams in this?
Well, it's a solo event. There's no team.
Oh, okay. That's
this
right.
is individual anglers.
I'm with
Fisher was one of those at one time. He was a collegiate angler. We had there's a lot of them that went through college programs that are in the elites
My
right
understanding, Montevallo is the place to.
It is. The school has invested a lot of effort, scholarship money, to become a preeminent.
UNA's got a
college
pretty
angler.
good program too. I think.
UNA, of course, Auburn has a good one too. It kind of set the standard years ago. Jordan Lee, Logan Parks. I could go on and on about different ones that are in there now that came through Auburn's program. When collegiate bass fishing became a thing, Auburn got involved real heavy. The difference is at Montevallo. We could talk about this for days, but some smaller colleges, it's an opportunity for them to focus on a sport and they go after it. Bryan College is another one that puts out a lot of anglers. It's up in Tennessee.
Okay.
You've got other smaller schools around the country.
There's one in Tennessee. They're purple color.
Yeah, there's.
They came and gave scholarships here several years ago, and they were here. Oh,
right
shoot!
Here on the local scene, Benjamin Russell, they're a trophy thing is starting to fill up with high school.
Oh yeah, they're big into ASA, BSA.
So this young man that's 20 years old, Fisher, that just won, and he was on a collegiate team. Can he go back and participate in college teams? He's done. It's kind of like, it's like baseball,
this ain't
football.
college basketball.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
this isn't college basketball. The eligibility is over.
Okay.
So they move on. There's no NIL in college fishing.
Thank goodness.
Let's not have transfer portals and everything. But a kid could obviously transfer if they want, but that doesn't happen often at all.
But what does this do for Fisher?
Oh, it's a big deal. The only thing bigger is if he were to win the Bassmaster Classic next year.
Okay.
I don't think he can't. He's not qualified for it this year because it's based on the previous year's points, and obviously he was a rookie, so he doesn't have that. It's in Knoxville, Tennessee, on the Tennessee River this year.
But he's not a rookie anymore, is he?
No. Well, he's still a rookie.
Okay.
He just took one home. That blue trophy is important for guys that are trying to.
He's 20 years old. Yeah. He ain't even shaving regular yet.
Yeah.
There's been rookies. Last year there was a rookie that won the very first event of the year.
Wow.
Down in Florida. So it can happen. Once you get out on the water, you're competing against everybody, individually. So.
Were there any girls in this?
Not yet. Bass is they have an ambassador program.
Okay.
They're working on trying to get more females involved, and they are getting more involved. But so far they haven't made it up to this level. There's been some that's fished opens and things like that. But we haven't seen one make it to the top level yet.
What does this do to him as far as different sponsors now?
Oh, it definitely
will come out of
it could be a big thing. It'd be like a golfer, who didn't have a lot of sponsorship, and he gets through the Corn Ferry, and then he makes it, gets in, he qualifies for the PGA level event, and he goes out and either performs well or wins. Obviously that's going to draw some attention, especially if they present them themselves in a positive way.
Does he all of a sudden now he's got a manager probably? Is he
He's
at that
probably
level?
managing it himself, or he's
Right
got
now?
somebody helping
Okay,
him.
okay.
A lot of times wives are those people
Mm-hmm.
for these anglers. Logan Parks down in Auburn, he's on the Elite Series, and his wife helps him a lot. It becomes a team a lot of times for some of them, but some of them have managers. It depends on where they're at.
But in Fisher's, where he is right now, does he need to watch out for the sharks? Are there bad people out there that's going to mislead you? I mean,
There's bad people everywhere.
I think about music.
Yeah,
Right.
You
that's
gotta
a
watch
good example.
You got to watch
Yeah.
a producer, and there's a lot of great producers. There's a lot of good people in the music industry, but there's a lot of stuff. Sign right here, and I'm gonna get you all this, and you sign right here.
Then you get squat.
Yeah, and they're gone. You don't never see them again. We'll be right back. Lake Martin Dadeville Area Chamber of Commerce, they played a big part in this this weekend too, and they're going to, 2026 is shaping up. We'll say it again, to really be a big year. And Lake Martin Dadeville Area Chamber of Commerce is right there in the thick of it. You talk about a positive organization, that is a very positive organization. Get involved in it today.
Ivy Creek Healthcare is excited to showcase their newest clinic, Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin, located conveniently near the main entrance to Stillwater's on Highway 49 South in Dadeville. Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin is an urgent care with walk-ins welcome. Whether you need lab work, x-rays, or immediate care, find comfort here at Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin. Ivy Creek, here when you need us most. 256-827-5379.
Hillaby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hillaby Towers in Alexander City.
The best lakefront properties don't happen by accident. They're designed, crafted, and built to perfection. Trusted for over 35 years, Lakescape creates breathtaking waterfront retreats built to impress and made to last a lifetime. From your mailbox to the end of your dock, we are the single source answer to design, build, and maintain your dream lakescape. It all starts at lakescape.com.
For air that's cool and clean, call Senza Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Senza Green.
Medicare for Veterans, MedicareSalute.com. Medicare for Veterans, helping to maximize your VA, CHAMP VA, and TRICARE benefits. Call 256-675-5315 today. Ask for Amber Walker. Ask about Medicare, life, health, dental, and final expenses. Do that today. Call 256-675-5315.
If you haven't been to Big B Barbecue in Alex City, then you're missing the best barbecue around. Big B has everything from the best pulled or chopped pork, chicken, and beef to cheeseburgers and grilled chicken salads. Bring your friends and family out for a great dinner and sit outside on our beautiful patio, or sit inside and enjoy your meal by the fireplace. So come in and join us and enjoy the best barbecue in the area only at Big B Barbecue, located on Highway 22 West in Alex City.
If you listen carefully, you'll hear the roads of Alabama calling. And Sarah Honda has your answer. Serving you for over 40 years with one of the largest Honda and pre-owned inventories in the state and the Sarah Promise. Our best deal when you buy or trade, a 72-hour exchange policy, a no-hassle trade-in promise. Written offers are good for 7 days. And our best service promise. Our factory-certified technicians help keep your vehicle running smoothly. That's why Alabama can be yours to discover in a new vehicle from Sarah Honda in Sylacauga.
$50 right now. It's really nice. In fact, yesterday afternoon, the fog started rolling in, and after the rain, and I thought it would have a fog advisory this morning. We don't have one. 68 for a high today. Tonight's going to be a cooler night, 44 and clear. The rest of the week, we're going to warm up, boys and girls. 72 and 54 tomorrow, 72 and 60 on Wednesday, 77 on Thursday, and a low of mid-60s. Going into the weekend, we got rain coming in here. It looks like Friday and Saturday in the 70s both days. 60 for a low Friday and 50 for a low Saturday. There's your 5-day forecast brought to you by our friends at Top Gun Pest Control, Highway 280 in Alexander City. The professor's out here with us right now, Michael Freeman, talking about the tournament that just left this weekend. But does it ever leave? Does it open up opportunity that people saw this on TV? They heard of Lake Martin. They'd never heard of Lake Martin. Does this open up more big tournaments for us or not?
Well, it could. I wish the fish size is a little better in Martin, but that's a historical issue. It ebbs and flows. A lot of fish were caught. I'll tell you one thing, if you want to teach or you want kids to catch bass, this is a great place to bring them. There's a lot of those 1 pound spotted bass swimming around out there.
That's a giant.
Yeah, well, it can be.
The pool.
Well, if you're 6 years old, that's just a memory maker, So Lake Martin's a really good place for that kind of stuff. In the past, and I'll use this as reference, in 2018, Takahiro Mori won the 4-day event. Totally different conditions. We had a lot of rain before that tournament. The lake was actually almost near full pool, even though it was in the drawdown, because we had gotten so much rain.
Was it in February?
It was in February.
I remember that. It was orange.
He went upriver in a place where right now you couldn't probably fish because it'd be too shallow, or if there's water there, it'd be very little.
Mm-hmm.
But he was, fishing in 4 or 5 foot of water, and I know exactly where he was at because I fished it in the same conditions, and he was catching 18 to 20 pounds a day.
Wow.
I mean, the winter had just over 50 pounds.
How did he find that?
4 days.
How did the weather conditions
and knowing, years of experience. Tock's a really good angler. I've fished with him years ago. He knows when you fish as much as they do, you can pick up on things.
Mm-hmm. What'd you pick up from him in the fishing world, for the fishing world?
Well, I fished with him on Lake Wiley back in South Carolina years ago when I was younger, and in a pro-am thing that they of course it was a lot different back then, and I could tell back then that there was some opportunity for him to be really good because he a lot of the Japanese fishermen, they love bass fishing. Bass fishing in Japan is huge.
Just the competition of it?
I think it's a competition, and they like that, competing with themselves kind of thing. And they enjoy being out there too. So, I mean, they really, the Japanese anglers that fish this weekend, you could see it. They have that same look and feel when they're out there fishing. They just love to fish. So, bass fishing, we brought the bass to Japan after World War II, and, it's really picked up over there. So a lot of them fish, have made it to the elites, Major League Fishing up on their top level too.
So they have largemouth bass over there because we took them over there?
Yeah.
Mike, you just said something. You gotta love it. You gotta
love it to do it like that.
Yeah, because this is a commitment.
When I was younger, I would have dreamed of doing what they're doing. I'm not sure my body can handle it these days. But then again, I put my body through a lot of Hades over the years that I might not would have if I'd have been on the deck of a boat all the time. But
this young man, that's what he's got on his side is youth right now. He can do this for
he can do it for a long time. You get older, things start. I use an example. Jared Swindle, who's from Alabama as well, didn't have a very good tournament. He's had double knee replacement, and they were swelling up on him. One of them was really bothering him day one. So he was fighting through that.
Yeah.
I do this. You know, if I fish a 2-day tournament nowadays, you know, I feel it pretty significantly on day 2.
Do you feel it in your arms, or
back,
just every part
mostly
of
your back and your shoulder? You're making a lot of casts, and then you're standing the whole day.
And you're standing on something that's not stationary.
Right.
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes you
brace yourself
you don't have your sea legs. You know, when I was on a boat in the ocean, that's, you know, you get used to that a little bit more, but it takes time. And then when you get on land, you feel it for several days. Sometimes you'll feel being off the deck of that boat, if it's windy or a lot of chop on the water and the boat's moving a lot, you're going to feel it in your sleep the first night.
You said sea legs. We're talking about Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
And Lieutenant Dan said, "Oh, I got my sea legs." He said, "Lieutenant Dan, you don't have any legs."
No legs. Yeah, I know. I was listening to you guys coming down the road.
But golly, it's one thing I heard one of the fishermen say this weekend. He says there's a lot of little ones. But do those little ones become big ones in that tournament? They'll bring in a big tournament for that, or is it too big of a lake to?
Well, I mean, I think I've mentioned to you before, Lake LaMartin's kind of like 3 lakes in one. There's the upper river reach that holds big largemouth at times. I mean, they're up there. It doesn't look like the lower part of the lake, obviously. It's riverine. There's very few houses, obviously.
Right.
You get past Jaybird Creek and you're going up that way, it's river fishing. You get down, and then you have Elkahatchee Creek. You know, it's funny, back in the 90s when these guys were here fishing, a guy out of Tennessee won. He sat in a couple of spots up in Elkahatchee Creek and he was throwing a red crankbait and just killing them.
But that was river fishing.
And kind of. I mean, where he was fishing at it was an area secluded. There was no, Elkahatchee Creek still doesn't have a lot of houses in it.
Right.
But back even then, it was even fewer. And so, but he was catching all largemouth because the lake didn't have, the spotted bass that were in the lake back then were tiny. The largemouth were the big supreme fish that you were seeking. Well, the spotted bass population grew over time. Spotted bass are, we could really get into the whole fish thing. Spotted bass sometimes spawn twice a year. They do on Lake Martin. We see it.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, I mean, it doubles the potential population of a fish. And then they are more pelagic. And you've heard me use that term before. They roam. They move in schools, big packs. So we call them wolf packs. Sometimes there'll be in hundreds of them in a big pack. I've been
spotted bass.
Spotted bass. Largemouth, they typically go to an area. They're a little bit more possessive of territorial, and they'll stay in a certain area the majority of their life.
Really? And you
spotted bass,
you gotta find them.
Yeah, and you can find them, but they stay in these. They kind of. This is where they live, unless the conditions move them out, that's where they're going to live the majority of their life. Spotted bass will go, when we've done crank for bank, we've had fish move 5, 6, 7 miles from where we released them at.
You asked a question last week. Did any of those guys catch one of those tag fish?
If they did, we didn't. They may have.
Okay.
We didn't hear about it. I'm sure they have. We still have them caught from time to time. People will text me, "Hey, I caught this tag fish. I'm just curious, what is this?" So yeah, there's still some fish. Obviously, you tag 100, 200 of them a year over a period of time. There's going to be some out there. Those tags will stay in them. Sometimes they'll stay in them their whole life.
Hey, don't go anywhere. We still got a lot of questions. We're drilling, old boy, this morning, but we'll be right back. Doc's Cafe, let me see what they got to eat at Doc's Cafe. Of course, they're located, you know what, I ain't even printed that. Yeah, I thought I appreciate that. In fact, let me just go right here to my phone right quick. I know breakfast is being served there right now at Doc's Cafe. And you're going to love their breakfast. I have never eaten their breakfast there, but I know it's good because I just know it's good. Let's say for lunch today, meatloaf or barbecue chicken breast, baked beans, mashed potatoes, buttered cabbage, golden kernel corn, and beef stew is the soup of the day at Doc's Cafe. There you go.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
Ready for an unforgettable escape? Jump into adventure at Lake Martin, Alabama. From thrilling water sports to peaceful fishing spots, it's love at first bite every time you cast your line. Want more excitement? Catch an event with our vibrant festivals, concerts, and fishing tournaments all year long. And when the sun sets, dive downtown to discover local shops, delicious dining, and warm southern hospitality. Explore Lake Martin, where every moment is an adventure waiting to happen. At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
The Morris Haynes Law Firm focuses on representing those who have been injured or mistreated by the wrongful acts of others. We have offices in Ellick City and Birmingham, but we have been calling Ellick City home for over 30 years. If you find yourself in need of a lawyer, give us a call at Morris Haynes, 256-329-2000. We would be honored to help you.
Visit our new locations in Gadsden and Oxford today.
S&S Tire is the #1 tire and service dealer in the entire Lake Martin region for reasons. First, S&S works on all makes and models, including imports, and our advanced trained ASE Master Tech can pinpoint and correct problems before they happen. S&S Tire sells by volume, and that allows us to demand the best price on all major brands, including Michelin, Goodyear, and Toyo. Most importantly, S&S Tire and Auto lives, works, worships, and interacts in our home community. S&S Tire, #1 for many reasons, but most importantly, #1 for your satisfaction.
Hello, this is Scotty Gordon at Cornerstone Insurance. Are you tired of paying too much for your home and auto insurance? If so, give us the opportunity to help you. At Cornerstone, we have 3 goals for all of our clients: asset protection, affordable pricing, and superior customer service. Come by and give us a call today to see what we can save you. 153 Alabama Street, 256-409-2299.
And welcome back to the front porch on getting a fishing report from the professor. Got a note here. I'm not sure who this is. I've just got the telephone number. My cousin from Sylacauga, David Gaston, placed 12th in the Bass Master Elite this weekend. Proud of him, and we are too.
That's
so
right.
You're familiar with David.
Yeah, David won a tournament of ours 2 or 3 years ago. So, good guy. There's a lot of Alabama anglers in the elites and over in the Major League Fishing's top level too. So,
is this a big with Fisher? The Lippert Bassmaster Elite at Lake Martin? He won with 4-day total of 54 pounds and 6 ounces. Is that a good catch? Is that a good weekend?
It's not a bad. I mean, we'd like to see 70, 80 pounds. You know,
is that possible?
It is possible. Yeah, Takahiro Mori had 70 some odd pounds in his 4-day event. That's what we were talking about before. The lake's just in a downturn when it comes to weights, and now average weight's has been pretty good. Yeah, I keep statistics on everything we do, not only just because I also look at it from a fish standpoint. So we've been since Mike Oglesby passing in 2019. We've had OGS, and I've kept tournament data from it ever since. Mm-hmm. And so the average bags that we're seeing are actually a little better on the average, but on the top ends, we're not seeing what we were getting in 2020, 2021. And there's a couple of different factors in there. At that time, we had bigger population of blueback herring in the lake.
Blueback herring?
Yeah, so they're not native to Lake Martin, but they were brought over. Somebody put them in the lake at some point. And so blueback herring are really rich in protein and oils and fats, and it really increases weight on fish. I use Lake Lanier as an example in Georgia. Mm-hmm. They didn't have bluebacks in the lake at one point, and it was very similar conditions of fish catching that we're seeing now in Lake Martin.
Is that a type bass?
No, blueback herring is a bait fish. It's, they're native to the Atlantic Ocean.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
And they get in the Gulf of Mexico too, but most of the riverine systems on the Atlantic side have them in them because before dams and locks were put into place, they would run up the river to spawn and go back out to the ocean. And there's one of those fish, there you go, that can live in both fresh and salt water. And so, and of course the striped bass, which we have in the lake, those striped bass feed on them and other things, but they typically feed on it, and they would follow them up the river systems because striped bass also would natively go up into the lakes, freshwater lakes, spawn and go back out to sea, like you see in the Chesapeake Bay and places like that.
Have you fished Chesapeake Bay?
I have not fished. I'd love to go stripe fishing up there.
Oh, that's what you'd go for up there.
I would up there just because, it's really big known for striped bass. I grew up on a striped bass lake, so I grew up on Lake Hartwell, Savannah River. Before the dams were put into place, those fish would come up all the way up in the upper reaches of the Savannah River up in Lake Hartwell, where Lake Hartwell is. And they would spawn. The herring would do the same to go back out to sea. And it was that annual trip. And so anyway, those bluebacks really positively affect the weights of the fish that feed on them.
What would it take for Lake Martin to grow the 60, 70, 80 pound 4-day tournament?
It's a lot of conditions, and that's another one of those things we could be here for days talking about. But basically, Lake Martin, it is a very clean and clear lake typically. As long as we have proper construction activities going on around lake, we could get into that one day too. But
tell it all, brother.
Yeah, anyway,
it's got to be controlled, doesn't it?
Yeah, and so the lake's very clear. It doesn't allow for some of the zooplankton. We really could get into this. But anyway, the food web doesn't positively support, on average, large fish to sustain in the lake, especially when you combine it with a large population of spotted bass who eat a lot. They constantly roaming. When fish move, they have to eat a lot to sustain that metabolism. So they eat a lot.
Wow.
So when they eat a lot, your shad doesn't get very big because they get eaten on that, a lot. They reproduce and the food's there, but it's not the right size of right food.
Is a herring a shad type?
It's in that same family, or if you want to. It's like a shad,
But it's like a sardine.
Yeah, it's really more in the sardine family, actually.
Okay.
Were you impressed?
Yeah, there you go.
But you don't have a shirt on.
But yeah, there's a multitude of things. you showed me a picture of that yellow perch that's in that, and the yellow perch were brought into a lot of the lakes in the South during the Eisenhower administration, because they were wanting to bring perch down from up north into lakes that could sustain them for people to catch and as a recreational fish.
So that leads me to a question, and I haven't asked a bunch, so I'm going to ask this one real quick. I've got perch, and I've got different species. So Lake Martin, I like catching catfish because I love to eat catfish. So my buddy Johnny Gordon and Bill Parks caught that yellow perch last week. And then Jack Wright sent me a picture of somebody caught a perch out near him.
I saw that.
Down at Windermere, down there. And you just don't see those very often. And so we got spotted, large, striped, catfish, yellow and blue, whatever. How many, I know there's too many to count, but what are the main species in Lake Martin? Did I just name them all pretty much, or
those? crappie, of course.
Crappie, yeah.
Or sac-a-lait. I can go all the different crappie.
Yeah.
That was a big fish that we'd catch a lot in Hartwell. My grandma loved crappie fishing.
Oh, me too.
They're good eating too. But I tell you what, a 1 pound spotted bass is just about as good. So, and I encourage people to go out and catch them and eat them, because it'll help. If we can get some of that population under control, it'll make them bigger.
So my buddy Johnny Gordon, he fishes all the time, and so we're down at the lake. It was probably May or June last year, and we're about to cook out, and he takes his rod over there, puts a little jig on the pier, and just drops it down. He just starts pulling crappie out like that. Just every time he goes, "Get you one." I went over and got my rod. I'm 3 feet from him. I never catch anything.
You're not holding your head right.
He'd do this and pull it out. I'd do this.
Nothing.
I was like, what's the deal here? Obviously, he fishes all the time. And he knows
it's a presentation of the field. There's
That's what he said. The presentation of the bait right there.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
What was the go-to bait in this past tournament? Anything particular?
A lot of different things. A lot of these guys were using just a little small shed bait, or they were skipping docks using a wacky worm, maybe a jig. The thing about Lake Martin is you can go out there, and I've done this in tournaments. I can go and catch 50 fish, and most of them caught on something different. That's another thing Lake Martin. It can really help you hone in on skill when it comes to different bait presentations.
It's all artificial, though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
No live bait. Yeah.
Is that against the rules?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You can't fish there's no tournament unless it's specifically a live bait tournament. Which,
they ain't got a cork in the red worm catfishing tournament.
You can't do that. Now, I will say catfish tournaments, they do use live bait.
Okay. There is such thing as a catfish tournament?
Yeah.
Really?
Those are big.
So that's why those guys, they come in, they're not just trying to find the fish, they're trying to find the right.
At Lake Martin, that is a critical thing. It's not just the fish you're trying to find the right fish, because it's your best 5 fish, right? So you're looking for, and what happens is you may go catch 20 out of a school to get to that 1 or 2, and that's what that's what was happening this week on Martin.
Do those guys, I know it started out 101, then you got down to 50, then you got down to the 10.
10, yeah.
Do those 10, do those 50, those 101, do they have some kind of something on their phone saying what fish fish he's caught, or what?
They're not allowed to keep up with bass tracking and those things while they're out there. Of course, no, they don't know who they're fishing against or that kind of takes away from it. That would not be a good thing if you're an angler too. If you're in the top 5, or there's a lot of that's just even more pressure. It could be, but they don't have access to that information while they're fishing.
I know some of those guys. They were using a scale for the first time. That kind of surprised me.
So what they're doing?
No, understand that.
So they're not. That scale is to help them keep up with the fish they have in the live well. And make sure they cull out the right fish. So there's, you've seen a lot of them. There's Rapala scales, and I use a Bubba scale, which is a lot of them you've seen too. It actually keeps up with your best 5, and you have a number on your cull tag that you're in their mouth. You probably saw them. They clip them in their mouth, put them in live well. That helps them keep up with their best 5 fish.
So at the end of the day,
they know which ones.
You won't throw a good one out by mistake.
Before we had these, you did it. you looked at them. We had balance beams.
Mm-hmm.
I still have them in my boat, even though I hardly ever use them anymore. But they're there. If your scales quit working, you got to go back to doing it the other way. But you would hook a fish on each side to see which one of them weighs the most, so you make sure you throw back the least, the one that weighs the least, because those ounces, especially in a term like this, are massive. But before all that, we used to, when I fished the Redman Trail and stuff like that, you literally would hold the fish up, lay them down, you'd look at them,
And longer.
You'd hope you threw the right one back.
The Redman Trail, that was a big trail.
It was, back in the 90s and 80s.
What took its place? Anything, was there another name that took its place?
The Opens. So back then it was just Bassmaster. You had clubs and you had the big leagues, in the early days. And it was actually started in Auburn. Ray Scott sat down on the front porch with T.R. Fuller and a couple other guys, and they come up with the rules. It was 1968, 1969, and because Ray Scott was wanting to create this bass fishing tournament.
Is he from Alabama?
Yeah, he lived down off of 65 near Evergreen.
I be darned.
Yep, there's a Ray Scott Memorial Parkway.
Hope
Hopewell.
Ellen Langley's from Hopewell.
That's
too.
right.
Hey, don't go anywhere. Me and the professor and other guy be right back. Mitchell House, they got the big event that's coming in, this coming Sunday afternoon, the Wedding and Expo event, the 7th annual. That's just one of the big things they have there. You may have a 3-year-old, 6-year-old that wants to have a birthday party, something really different. Well, the Mitchell House has been there since 1835. That's pretty doggone different. Get in touch with Miss Vivian Autry today at mitchellhouseevents.com.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We're located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
For all your camping needs, you need to head to Camping World in Salem. Travel trailers, fifth wheels, Class C, small trailers. Camping World in Salem has them. If you're looking for RV accessories, you need to head to Camping World in Salem. Hitch and tow, RV essentials, RV lifestyle, RV interior. Whatever you need for your RV, Camping World in Salem has you covered. 3141 Lee Road 179, just off Highway 280 in Salem, under the giant American flag.
Brown Nursing Home on Washington Street in Alexander City is a 68-bed facility. Therapies offered are physical, occupational, speech, IV, and wound healing. Very important to know, Brown Nursing Home accepts most insurances. Catherine Sykes is the RN Director of Nursing, Dr. Timothy Corbin is the Medical Director, and Dylan Beagles is the Administrator, and one fine staff that'll take care of you. It's all about you at Brown Nursing Home. 256-329-9061.
There's only one clear choice in the Lake Martin area for plumbing, heating, and air. That's All Clear Plumbing and Air. Our professionally trained technicians offer full service repair and installation on all major brands. From drips to water heaters, thermostats to entire air conditioning and heating systems, and everything in between. Our fast, reliable, and guaranteed top-notch customer service will keep you informed and up to speed through the entire process. Call us today or look for us on Facebook and Instagram at All Clear Plumbing and Air, 256-496-2056. License number 19172.
Benton Clearing and Grading is Cody and LD Benton, and they got your job in sight. Moving dirt is a clean job to them. Clearing a lot for your home or business is what they do, and they do it right. Call LD or Cody today at 256-397-2531 or 397-2532 for a quote today. I promise you, they'll do the job right. That's Benton Clearing and Grading.
We get it. Easy isn't always easy. A simple paint job turns into drywall quick. At Russell Do-It Center at Building Supply, we got you covered. With 9 locations across central Alabama, contractors and do-it-yourselfers can trust we have your back. Our experienced staff is here to be the voice of reason when projects get tough. Whether online or in-store, shop all the best brands with our Best Rewards loyalty program. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply, local since 1984.
Thunderbolt Lightfoot at Oscar's Cafe on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, Alabama is looking to see you today. Now let me tell you, they got great food. They've always had great food all these years. Now they still got that atmosphere. They still got that service. They still cater. Let me stop right there. 15 to 415 they can handle. So give them a call today at Oscar's Highway 49 South in Dadeville. 256-825-4827. Welcome back to the Front Porch. Lake Martin is 100 years old this year. I can't think of a better time to have a tournament than the big one coming up.
Yeah, so the Centennial, we've got this really cool opportunity for people to go out and virtually fish a tournament that lasts 100 days. And so if you fished crank for bank in the past, this is basically, it's a way, it's not really taking its place, but it is. As we celebrate Lake Martin's 100th year, we've got 100 days starting in March 1st, ends June the 9th, I think. And so you have an opportunity. It's crappie and large and bass, large bass, spotted bass. But if you fish crank for bank in the past, there was also a virtual tournament that's going on at the same time.
Right.
And so it runs the same way as those tournaments did.
So what does it cost to be in this?
$30.
Really?
Probably
Okay.
$35 by the time you pay that credit card fee.
$3.45.
Yeah, but it's basically $30, and you go out and it keeps it. So you take a picture of the fish on the bump board like we've had with crank for bank.
Right.
Exact same rule.
They won't be tagged though.
No, they're no tag fish, and your longest 5 fish gives you a chance to win $5,000. Second, I think, was 3. Crappie is 3 and 2, I think. There's other prizes, and of course the longest fish of each species. And you have 100 days to try to win that thing.
But no catfish.
No catfish. We may do a catfish tournament in the future.
Me and Jim Hardy go out to get together and have y'all catfish in a pond.
I know. Well, I like going out of the lake.
Yeah, I've looked at doing maybe 1 or 2 one-offs, like a catfish tournament, a striped bass tournament, 2-fish deal with Russell Marine. We talked about maybe trying to do one out of the Ridge coming up, kind of promoting the center console lines that they sell. But those are some opportunities, And I've been approached to do a crappie tournament a couple of times. It's just sometimes the promoters just didn't get together. But I'd like to do some other species type events on the lake for people to get an opportunity to do.
Ryan, our producer Ryan Fuller, loves fishing when he has time. He was just talking about something like yesterday, especially. So many of them were on the southern end around Kalijah, in that area. Fishing. Was there any particular reason? Did the rain push them down that way? Or
I think they were looking for those, because on that if you're in 10th, or say you're in 5th through 10th, you're looking for that big largemouth kicker fish to kind of give you an opportunity to jump up the leaderboard. So they were probably looking for some big largemouth bites in that part of the lake.
Did they find them?
Well, Fisher found a couple of them, which helped him. He had 15 plus to seal the deal. Brock Mosley from Georgia led the first 2 days, and he that's the type of fishing he does. They call it junk fishing. He just goes around and fishes shallow water structure, and he's not really using his electronics a whole lot. He's just pinpointing certain areas, docks and brush and things like that. And it paid off for him because he had a horrible practice. He told me Thursday, I was talking to him after he had weighed in that week, because he took the lead. He was the leader in the first, after the first and second day. That you know, he was focused on that style of fishing that he does. But
did it cost him?
No, I mean he was obviously he wanted to win.
Sure.
And he come close. I mean, he was right there, but he really had a bad practice. He said but he stuck to what he does best, and it paid off for him.
Where did he finish in the tournament?
He finished second, I think.
Okay.
Second, yeah, he was second.
Okay.
But he was right there nip and tuck for the league the whole 4 days.
When you win, like this Fisher, when he won this, and we may have already asked this, I can't remember, does this qualify him for other tournaments automatically because he won?
It doesn't. So he's in the Elite Series, so
Right.
there's no qualifications anymore. There's no higher. So what it does do is it puts him up there in Angler of the Year points, because the top 50 in Angler of the Year makes it the Bassmaster Classic, which is the Super Bowl of bass fishing. You win that, I mean, this is a big deal for him. Anybody who wins the Bassmaster Classic, that's the Grand Slam.
Where is that?
It's in Knoxville, Tennessee this year, or it's on the Tennessee River,
Okay,
and the weigh-in's in Knoxville. So you win one of those, that is a crown jewel. That is but getting one of those blue trophies are hard to do, and so that's a big deal too. You know, there's $100,000 payout plus other incentives. I think he runs a Phoenix. That'll get him another 8,000, and then there's incentive money built in there from different things.
The boat you said that's a boat. Phoenix is the boat, right?
Yeah. I'm sure he's either to run a Yamaha Mercury, I can't remember, but then each engine manufacturers have incentives at that level, so he'll win more than 100,000, but the bass payout is 100,000.
He ain't got a wife to help him with the funds yet.
Not yet.
20 years old. Yeah. So they're going to fish on the Tennessee River. The Tennessee River is not that clean.
So I mean, in Guntersville is on the Tennessee.
Right.
Wheeler, those lakes are. I mean, Guntersville's the best lake in the bass lake in the state of Alabama.
Right.
Eufaula's probably
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It's fantastic. So Eufaula would be right there. Eufaula had a bad fish kill years ago in the 90s, and it really depleted it. At one time, there's a sign when you come into Eufaula, it still says the bass capital of the world. At one time, Eufaula was known for just massive bass, and then it was due to pollution and different things that was coming down from Atlanta. It caused a nutrient overload, fish kill, all that. So it took Eufaula some time to come back. Now it's back. I mean, it's really good. But anyway, the system that they're going to fish on a part of the river is not like Guntersville.
Okay.
It's not like Chickamauga and some of those lakes that are further down the Tennessee River.
Right.
They're going to be fishing in areas where it's not quite. So you won't see the bags. You'll probably see similar to what you saw at Martin, just because that part of the Tennessee River doesn't have the bigger fish.
There's more commercial activity on the Tennessee River.
Yeah, well, it's river.
Yeah,
it's
a
river.
big river.
So
Yeah.
you're fishing river. River's different than fishing lake. Impoundments it's a different ball game.
Right.
So a lot of those guys who fish rivers really well have a good chance to win.
I don't think people really realize what something like a Lake Martin Resource Association, what it does for this lake to keep it at a high standard, not just for fishermen, but for people that are moving down here.
Yeah, well, Lake Martin Resource Association is obviously huge for they because it's not an Alabama Corps lake or a U.S. Army Corps lake. The Corps manages all the navigational buoys and all those different things on the Corps lakes. On our lake, or Lake Martin, it's done through Alabama Power through Lake Martin Resource Association. And they go out and place the buoys, which is very important, but also the other things that go on. Lake Watch Lake Martin checks water sampling. It does. I mean, there's a lot of different groups to try to keep the lake.
And we appreciate every one of you, but we got to do our part here also. Let's keep it clean. We'll be right back. Eula Mays, boy, I tell you what, on a Friday night, downtown Alexander City on Calhoun Street was packed. You know why? They were having their Valentine's special there at Eula Mays. Gary Tapley's still trying to get over there this morning, but you know what? They're up and at it. Breakfast, lunch, catering, and supper time too at Eula Mays, downtown Alexander City, inside the square.
Looking for hometown service and name brands you can trust? Come to Presley Appliance and Furniture. From the best choice in appliances from Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid to home furnishings, Presley's is your one-stop shop for comfort and quality. And now we've added the Mattress Shop by Serta Simmons Bedding and top quality sheets and pillows from Caraloha. Shop Presley Appliance and Furniture on Cherokee Road in Alex City or online at PresleyAppliance.com. That's PresleyAppliance.com.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open, located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area, and they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all: Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
Cloud9 is a lifestyle boutique downtown Alexander City. We're right on Main Street next to Carlisle's, and we're open from 10 to 5 Monday through Friday and 10 to 2 on Saturdays. We offer a variety of items ranging from ladies' clothing from size extra small to 2XL. We have baby clothes including newborn gifts. We have wedding registries and the beloved Diva Wash. If you know, you know. Follow us on social media and come see us today on Main Street.
Wintertime in the South is mild compared to other parts of the country, but we still tend to be less active and spend more time indoors. Show your heart some love this winter by getting it checked out at the UAB Heart and Vascular Clinic at Russell Medical. I'm Dr. Kevin Sublett, and our entire clinic is dedicated to keeping your heart healthy. We're right here in your own community and backed by the knowledge and expertise of UAB Medicine. Make an appointment today by calling 256-234-2644 or visit uabmedicine.org/heartrussell.
Carlisle Heating and Air says it's tune-up time for your HVAC system. Having your unit tuned up increases energy efficiency and can reduce the wear and tear on your unit. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019 for a price. Serving the Lake Martin area, Alexander City, Dadeville, Jackson Gap, and Goodwater. Don't get hot, be cool. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019. Don't get hot, be cool.
Big things are happening at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika.
Get massive savings on our entire lineup of GMC Sierras and the all-new, all-electric Sierra EV. Drive home a full-size GMC Sierra with over $14,250 off. Or go electric with up to $10,000 in savings on Sierra EV.
Buy today and you won't pay till May.
People from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile! Payne's Furniture, located in the heart of downtown Dadeville, Alabama, is rocking these days with a great selection of quality rocking chairs and Adirondacks, dining room tables, bedding, sofa sectionals, and even a Cinderella carriage bed frame. Donald Payne has been in the furniture business for decades. It's simple. If you don't see it, say, Donald, can you find it for me? That's Payne's Furniture, downtown Dadeville, Alabama. 256-825-7727 is the number. Thank y'all for being with us today. Professor Michael Freeman, thank you so much for taking your time to come out here. It's always a treat, but today was extra great because of the past tournament. Again, to Fisher,
Anaya.
Fisher Anaya.
Congratulations from Eva, Alabama. We hope to hear your name more, and to the rest of the guys that were 1-2.
You know, I grew up watching Sesame Street, and they had this one little
That's
thing.
what's wrong with you.
Yeah, they had the game, and like, choose what doesn't fit in this picture. I obviously don't fit in this picture. You know, one thing doesn't look like the other. Well, I don't look like these two guys, so. Actually, I look better, but we won't go there. But anyways.
No, we won't go there. Hey, again, thank you for coming in here. Look forward to you coming in here again in March, maybe.
Sure.
Because I know y'all got the big tournament starting.
Yeah, well, we've got a couple of big events in March, so and of course the Centennial.
Yeah. We'll see you tomorrow. Ryan, let's go.